Welcome back to another episode of Cow Corner, and it's a little bit earlier this week, Cos. We're down here at the National Premier T20 Champs launch at Adelaide Oval, which is very exciting. We've got a couple of big days of cricket coming up. We've got a package getting put together for that, where we're talking to some blokes that have played BBL cricket, some club captains, and a couple of young guns, and one I reckon we might see in a baggy green in the near future. But exciting times to be down here, Cos.
Yeah, it is, and Flipper's hosting it tonight, and their draws this afternoon. So it'll be interesting who they get. Adelaide Uni, obviously from Adelaide, they're our team, so hopefully they can go through and try and win it. They've got a very strong team, so they should be there and abouts.
Yeah, well, we caught up with Benny Wakim in that as well, which was great, and I reckon we even got some footage of Flipper eating a pie in the back of one of our shots, which we'll get up on screen for the viewers.
If it's
as well.
free, Flipper loves it. Don't you worry about that. Food, drink, even bikes.
He was already wrapped with it as well. He was in the background and let us know all about it. But great to be down here. Great week to be doing Cow Corner. Now, we are doing it earlier, as you do fly out Wednesday to India, which is very exciting, and we can't wait to see how you go over there and hopefully get some runs for us, Cos.
Yeah, well, I had my barbecue last night, so I got my last bit of meat out. No doubt there's courage for the next 2 weeks for me, but J&S Meats helped us out there. So, looking forward to the trip. It should be a great trip and fantastic players, so it'd be great just to have a beer and mingle with them.
No, it was great. As we talk about J&S Quality Meats, great people. James Dixon down there, go down and see him for all your meat. We had that barbie last night, and we should thank our rest of our sponsors as well. Damien Hersey, Jim's Fencing Gawler, absolute ripper, helps his show
the fence
go
is
to
up
air.
as well.
The fence, we're around the girls for the barbecue. The fence was beautiful, so done a good job there and does great work. And as well, Millard Conveyancing that sponsor our international news section as well. It's fantastic. Been waiting to get into this week's episode, Cos. Let's get straight into international news. Cos, we've had the one-dayer, obviously quick turnaround for shows as well, so fair to say we got smacked by the South Africans in the first one-dayer.
Yeah, they played well, didn't they? I think Steve Smith was probably the only shining light, and Cummins got 3 wickets as well, so pretty poor effort, to be fair, considering how well we've done in the T20s. But hopefully we can turn it around next week and get a win on the board. Well,
I actually got home to watch a little bit after we had our night at the Craig Haynes Trust, and I'll tell you what, that Klassen for South Africa, I think he had 123 in the end, might have been not as well, so nice little average booster, but he looked absolute class for South Africa, and unfortunately just too good.
Yeah, it's really good for him as well. Like he's one of these new players who've come in with Mark Boucher taking over, and he's brought a lot of new players in, and he's one of them, and he's taken to international cricket extremely well. I think look at the T20 games, he made some runs there, he's made some runs in the one-dayers now, so he's definitely a player to look forward to, and hopefully he's around for the T20 World Cup.
No, absolutely, and mates, we touched the women's. They haven't been doing it as easy as they would have liked through this World Cup, but they're through to the semi-final. But some major news with Elise Perry losing her through the game with injury, and concerns over whether she'll get up for the semi. Yeah,
that's massive for us. They haven't played well, but they got to the semi, so it starts all over now. You've got 2 games to win a World Cup. They won't care how they've gone in the group stages. They're through. It's probably big sigh of relief. But like we said, there is some big pressure on the girls. You know, they want 90,000 the MCG. They probably won't get that if Australia aren't in it. So there is some big pressure for the girls. Not ideal timing for Elise Perry to be injured. But hopefully she can at least take part. If it's just as a bat, I think they'd pick her any day of the week. So hopefully she can still play a big role in us winning the World Cup.
Absolutely, mates. And hopefully the Aussie boys, they can get back into shape. It's obviously a 3-game series, the one-day, so we can win the next 2 and still win the series before we come back and play New Zealand back here in Australia. So with that as well, we've got lots to talk through in the rest of the show, so let's get into the state news. We got the state news, and Cos, we declared it on the end of the show last week. Fair to say after that things went pear-shaped for the Redbacks.
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing. I think by the time we packed the camera up, the game was over. So look, Ferg and Coop put us in a reasonably good position. Obviously, you still look at the first innings. You're probably 100 runs short there in the first innings. The first innings sets you the game up, and second innings you can just sort of polish the win off. But we got in a position to win the game, which was really positive, and just unfortunately we weren't good enough to get over the line. I think Cooper and Ferg fell within sort of 5 overs of each other, and 2 senior batters, one on 80, one on 60, was detrimental in the end.
No, absolutely, mates. And all attention turns to obviously New South Wales, I believe, top. So
Yeah.
a very good side, but all attention turns to this Friday. We're back here and we're taking on the Vicks.
Yeah, the Hooks Cup. It'd be a fantastic game out here at Adelaide Oval. I said we really need to win it again to get ourselves back in the hunt. We sort of got ourselves back in the hunt two rounds ago. This game really hurt us. It put us back to, I think we're second to bottom again now. So, but a win here puts us back in the mix for the last game, and that's where you want to be. You want to be in the mix last game to make the Shield final. So hopefully this one, get this win under our belts, and then move on to the last game.
No, absolutely, mate. So the boys need to round out the season. Probably hard to make it all the way now, but if they can round out the season well with a couple of Shield wins.
Frankie back.
Frankie's
back. He's had a rest and he's back. So no doubt he'd love to knock over the Vicks, being his home state. He'd love to knock him over. Joe Menny's in fantastic form. So the bowling stocks are going pretty well. We just need to be able to scrape to sort of 350 and really put some pressure on the batters, because I think our bowlers are bowling fantastic at the moment.
There might be another into our batting lineup as well, Cos.
Yeah, Jake Lehman comes in, so it's great to see Jake back. He's smacked him wherever.
150
in the lines. Great cricket, he's smacking them everywhere. Do feel sorry for Daniel Drew. He sort of played that one game in Tasmania, which they won, and obviously Travis came back. But I think Jake Lehman is he's ready to go. I think 2 games left. If he have a big impact, you never know where we'll end up.
No, absolutely, mate. So going to be a cracker. Get down here Friday to watch the Shield game. I know you'll be away. I'll be down here for a look. It's mate, as well, been a big round. We just spoke to Benny Wacking before. Adelaide Junior up and about. The finals ladder's starting to take shape, or it's starting to look like we'll know where those games are.
Yeah.
So let's get straight into the grade cricket roundup. Right, we've got the grade roundup, Cos, and we had Sammy Kerber on last week, and we're talking about if Adelaide get the win, they'll cement top spot just about. Looking like that's the case. They're going to get a home final by the looks, unless something out of the ordinary happens this week with a round to go, Cos. But finals taking shape, which is very exciting.
Yeah, the 4 teams are pretty much locked. Adelaide Junior will have a home final at across the road. Then you've got Kensington, East Torrens and Adelaide, who are 5 points from between them all. So anybody can really jump in the second spot and get themselves a home final. But yeah, Adelaide Junior secured a home final, and that's going to be pretty good for them to bat. They're a good batting side. They can bat a day and a half.
Yeah, it's going to be obviously very exciting coming into the finals. There's a few results that could go. I think Woodville have Southern Districts in the last round, which who knows there. If they can get them outright, they can certainly slide up. But it's looking like it's all done. And coming into this time of year, your best players are starting to come back. Obviously, Adelaide Uni now, they've got Basisto back this week, which is big for them. They're going to go a long way. Yeah,
definitely. East Torrens lose Jake Lehman as well, so that's a big one. So they've been not relying on him, but him and Mikey Cramer have been making a lot of runs for them. So and I think Cobain's gone back home for East Torrens, so they're starting to lose a few of their Poms and starting to lose a couple of their state players. So they're nearly going backwards where everyone else is going forward. So it'll be interesting how that goes. Adelaide obviously with Valente, Pangeli, Page, they look a very strong side. Had a bit of a wobble on the weekend, 1 for 100, and ended up maybe they were 6 for 105 or something like that against Uni. So that's going to be in the back of their minds if they hit each other in the semi-final. And then obviously Kensington, they'll lose Frankie again in the Shield season. But Adelaide Uni are going to be hard to beat. They look a very, very good team. Now finishing top, they're a team that can bat a day and a half. So whoever they hit in the semi-final and final, you need to bowl them out. You need to be able to bowl them out. If you don't bowl them out, they're not going to give you a sniff.
Yep. No, I reckon they're going to be although it should be hot favourites. I'll back them in. I reckon they're going to win it, and we might have to get Benny Wacking on the show again. Maybe Sammy Kerber and Boz and a few of the boys as well, if they do win it, Cos. But no, very exciting times. They're going to be another big week, and see what those finals sides are. Obviously, you're going to be away. We'll try and find see if we can get someone, not with as much as your prowess, but someone to come and fill in the gaps.
Ben will be around somewhere, won't he? Unless he's taking catches out here in the members.
Well, if Benno, I reckon we're just above where
Yeah,
Benno took that famous catch. So hopefully we can get him back from Roxby to come and fill in a show or two, and maybe a couple of the other boys as well, and have a bit of a laugh. But mate, we want you to enjoy India, and good luck to all those grade teams playing this weekend, and especially those going into finals as well. And safe travels to India, mate, and won't be the same without you for a couple of weeks.
We'll survive. We'll survive. Go well.
No, to all the teams playing this week, good luck, and hopefully go well and leading into finals, and can get glory you're looking for as well. Till then, we'll see you all next week.